Hello, 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 hello. Hope everyone is doing well. It's nearly the weekend, guys. It's nearly the weekend. So this video, I think I'm gonna start like a series called like high thoughts, or just like high something or other. But like this is like some thoughts or processes you'd have when you were high. So I'm probably gonna call it high thoughts, even though I'm completely sober right now. This story, or this thing, whatever, it's about a grasshopper and it's about fourth dimensional creatures. Could it get weirder? Yeah, it could. But for now, we're talking about grasshoppers and fourth dimensional creatures, alright? Okay? So, this is what I keep thinking, yeah. So, obviously, everything in this reality, in this physical realm, is in the third dimension, the 3D, you get me? All creatures, all humans, everything is in the third dimension, yeah? But to us, an ant is living in the 2D, if you get what I mean, because we can look down on an ant and observe its whole reality, whereas to that ant, that is its whole reality, but then we can look down on it and observe it as if it's 2D, and we can like put, say, like a brick there, and that alters its entire existence because it can't see over the brick. However, we can see over the brick, so it looks like it's 2D to us. Do you get what I'm saying? I was in this bunker, yeah, and I was having a piss in a bunker. I really needed a piss. And I saw this grasshopper in one of the rooms in this bunker, yeah, and it looked decrepit as fuck, mate. It was freaking me out. And it looked like it had been in there for months. It had clearly been blown through like a crack in a window and couldn't get out, because that floor in that bunker was the grasshopper's entire reality, because it couldn't see over, it couldn't see the doors, it couldn't like maneuver through the shit. So I saw this grasshopper and it literally looked like it hadn't eaten for time. It was like brown, it wasn't green like a grasshopper, it looked like really ill. So I've picked up this grasshopper and I've put it outside so that hopefully it can keep living. It survives. I hope, mate. My Shayla, I hope you are still alive and kicking, mate. But then I would start thinking, I've just altered this entire grasshopper's reality because I could see his whole reality as if it was 2D. And so I came in and altered its reality and put it outside. However, if I wasn't there, that grasshopper would have been stuck in that its whole life and just died. So then this had me thinking about fourth dimensional creatures. Because if we can look down on things that are 2D to us and alter their entire reality, their entire existence, and like look and like know that we're consciously observing them, whereas they're just surviving, I wonder what fourth dimensional creatures, if they're about, theoretically, I wonder what they can do to our 3D reality, because they must consciously be able to look at us, and if they were alive, they would basically be able to look like inside our bodies, like inside, to look at our organs. They could like go through walls. That grasshopper just had me thinking about a lot of stuff, because if I wasn't there, some weird ass 5'3" alien with purple hair to move it outside, bro would have just been trapped there. So like, I wonder what fourth dimensional creatures can do to our reality. And apparently 4D is space-time, like the fourth dimension is space-time. And I don't know what that fucking means. I don't know what that has to do with us, but I've just been thinking about it recently. This is why I said that it was a thought that you'd probably have when you were high. But it's just mad that we can consciously observe other creatures in this realm when they are just surviving. Like, you look at an ant and it's like, it's its own right. It's just, but it's surviving, you know? Like, it doesn't observe us, look at us and like start thinking like, introspectively about us. Maybe they do. Maybe that's why I'm so terrified of starfish, because I feel like that's what they do. They fucking terrify me. I don't mind swimming with sharks. Nothing. Put me in the water with a starfish, mate. I'll have one. They're cool though. And I ended up rescuing loads of them because they were like washed up on a beach and they were like drying out and it was like 30 degrees. And I'm fucking terrified of starfish, but I got the courage to pick them up and put them back in the water. So I'm proud of myself for that. But yeah, anyway, so I wonder what 4D creatures can look at us and consciously observe about us, because it's all just levels of consciousness. It's like ladders, isn't it? And I feel like the veils are thinner than we think, especially to like life, death, because it's not linear, it's all just energy. But I do feel like there's got to be fourth dimensional creatures, maybe if they don't even interact with our world. But I was looking it up, and if we saw them, they would just look like an arm, or they'd look like a leg, because they'd have to like travel into this dimension, so we wouldn't be able to see them as they were whole, as they looked in their dimension. And they could also show up as like orbs, apparently. And I know a few people that have seen orbs like floating about, and I've seen photos, like people have taken photos of like orbs that they've seen. So yeah, I just wonder, but it doesn't affect anyone's life. It's just a fucking high thought, mate. Do you think fourth dimensional creatures exist? I have no idea. I know that other things exist. We're obviously not alone in the universe, obviously, but I don't know if like specifically those creatures exist, and if they did, would they even bother interacting with our realities? But maybe they do, and if they ever did, they could theoretically take like tumours out of our bodies, help people break out of prison. Theoretically, if they were wanting to interact with us, they could like do medical interventions, they could just do mad shit. It just basically made me think, what and who is looking at us and able to observe us when we're just surviving, even though we think we're so conscious, and even though the ant, the grasshopper are humans, we are all just little cut-offs and stems of the same massive consciousness, the source. Maybe there's certain things that these creatures have done that we are oblivious to, or that we think are coincidences or divine timing, stuff like that. It just had me thinking, who the fuck is watching us? What the fuck is watching us? It's just fucking, I don't know, my brain is just constantly like working, so these are the type of thoughts I get. This video is kind of pointless, but it's a high thought, so watch this when you're high. And yeah, have a good day. Peace, love, punk always, and I'll see you in the next video.